Hi, boys and girls. I hope you're having a great day today in our digital learning world here. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2020. And this week we have celebrated St. Patrick's Day. We celebrated the first day of spring. And so today I have a story for you that's kind of like an extension to the celebration of spring that we started yesterday. Plus, this story too would also go with our plant theme that we have talked about all year long in first grade. So the book that I chose for today on Friday, March 20th is called Seeds. So I'm super excited to be able to share this story with you. Okay? Now this is a nonfiction, this is a fiction text. Okay? So it has a lot of the, still real, true things in it, but the characters in it are definitely made up. Every day after breakfast, before the mail comes, Warren looks out of his window at Bill's window next door. If the curtains are open and his mother says yes, Warren waves goodbye to his brother and runs outside. Warren has been Bill's helper since Bill moved in and Warren passed him nails as they built the garden fence. "What's new?" calls Warren as he walks through the open gate. "Look around," Bill grins, "and you tell me, what do you guys see in his garden?" Do you see signs of spring? I sure do. When Warren sees the snapdragons, he stops and turns. Bill nods, and Warren picks just one to squeeze and snap while they check the rest of the garden zoo. Larkspur rabbits, pink turtle heads, monkey faces and pansies, and hens with their little chicks huddle around. Together, they look for weeds, move baby plants, and pick up wilted flowers so more will bloom. Then they turn on the sprinkler and run for the steps. Some days, Warren sings a new song he learned at school or tells his story of how the snapdragons come alive at night and chase squirrels that dig up the garden. So, snapdragons are a type of flower, so that's what they're talking about. Last winter, the garden was covered with snow. They sat in Bill's back room, filled with 60 years of things his grandmother loved. When they played the riddle game, Warren's last riddle was always the same. "What's red, white, and blue?" Said Bill. "The coffee cup that looks like a bird?" "No." "And yellow and green? The basket full of postcards?" "No." "You know." "And black and gold and purple and pink?" "The button jug." "Right. You do it now." See the button jug? On warm days, they watched the flowers shine in the sprinkler's rain. "Maybe," says Bill, "you can bring your little brother to see someday." Warren looks around the yard and then at Bill. "Not enough room." Warren growls and makes the snapdragon snap. He's scared of dragons. Well, says Bill, you decide. Time to turn off the water and send me back to my drawing board. They look at the picture Bill is drawing for a book or magazine. Then each chooses a cookie for a goodbye treat. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. After a while usually comes the next day or the day after that. But one day it doesn't come anymore. Warren's family moves to a big new house in another town. Warren's new block finally has some kids his age, and the park is so close he gets to go nearly every day. He even has a bedroom all to himself, but when he looks out the window, dirt is the only thing he sees. No window to watch, no fence, no Bill, no dragons to snap or flowers to smell. Bill doesn't have to worry about anybody stepping on the baby plants anymore. But most days the garden feels too still. No giggles, no songs, no riddle games, no stories of dragons chasing squirrels. Bill draws Warren pictures of the garden zoo, but doesn't like any of them enough to send. They can't be smelled or picked or snapped. Warren draws lots of pictures too. Dragons and squirrels, flowers, and Bill with the button jug. One day, Warren draws a picture of himself watering a dragon that's stuck in the dirt. Dumb, he says, and wads it up. And we don't usually say dumb, but that's the word the author chose. I think he's being a little frustrated right now. Then he smooths it back out and runs to his mother with a new idea. I have to send this and a letter to Bill so I can stick some dragons in the dirt. When a big package arrives from Bill, it has seeds Warren asked him to send, and a lot more too. All from Bill's garden, so Warren can grow his own garden zoo. Bill's letter has a drawing of a squirrel with a watering can. What does it say? Warren asks, and his mother reads, Dear Warren, your idea for a garden gave me an idea for a storybook. 2 squirrels start a garden, then one moves away. They miss each other, and one day Squirrel gets your idea. He sends his friend seeds so both of them can share the garden again. I hope my book is done in time, or by the time your red chrysanthemums bloom. See you later, alligator. Love, Bill. Warren smiles. After a while, crocodile. So do you think that made Warren feel better that Bill sent him all those seeds in the mail? When Warren's father gets home, they mark a spot for the garden that Warren can see from his window upstairs. And in the morning, After the breakfast, Bill and Warren both go to work. Warren in his garden and Bill on his book. Isn't that a sweet story, boys and girls? Have you ever had to move to a new town where you just kind of was homesick for all of the things that at your old house? I sure have had those feelings, and I think those are perfectly normal feelings when you move to a new town. But the one good thing is that Warren got in the mail just a little bit from his friend Bill, from the seeds in his garden, so now Warren can grow his own garden. Plus, Bill got a story starter from Warren. He thought, man, I can make a new story with just this experience that we had, or that those two guys had together. Okay? So, lots of seeds in that story, lots of plants, lots of flowers, a little sadness when Warren had to move away, but they both made the best of that situation. Boys and girls, I hope you love this story. I sure did love it. First time I had ever read it, and I think it's going to be a new favorite for me. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and we have now completed our first week of digital learning together. Wow, what a week has it been. I've been super excited to be with you guys every day, but one thing is still for sure, I have missed being at school with you. I have been in my makeshift this is my dining room at home. And I have missed seeing your faces, and surely I've missed the most getting those little hugs from you throughout the day. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Rest some. We've got one more week to go, and then hopefully we're back at school. We'll see what they say about that. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.